All right, good evening to everyone that has joined so far. Thank you for joining today's training again. We are on our fifth day of the training. Um, Happy weekend. I hope you are having a wonderful time to enjoy your weekend. So today we are going to continue from where we stopped yesterday. And we have been looking at emotional intelligence. We have covered a lot of things so far. By Monday or by tomorrow, when we are done with tomorrow's training, the manual that we have developed so far, we'll drop it so that you can have a copy and you'll be going through it while we continue. While we develop more, we'll be releasing it weekly. Whatever we cover in a week, we'll release it. Whatever we cover weekly, we'll release the manual so that you go through it as well. So maybe at the end of the training, maybe we'll send you a bulk manual, or you go with what you have weekly, and then you prepare for your exams and your tests. So thank you for joining us once again. And just like we have said, your comments, your shares, your likes, are the major tools we are going to consider your participation. So if you have joined us, you make sure that you share so that others can also know what's going on and be part of what is going on here. And then we are going to have an interesting time today as well. So just take your time to be part of it from the beginning to the end, and then you have reasons to appreciate your time here. So my name again is Tahuli Joshua, and I'll be taking you throughout the training. So let's hope that we'll have a wonderful experience for the 1 month period that we're going to have this training. And like we have said also, we may be having this training monthly on different courses. So just prepare your mind if you want to learn. So far as you want to learn and know more in this field, you learn and know more so that you can be able to contribute to make our society beautiful. So thank you for joining us. So we are going to go into our today's training straightforward without wasting much time. As much as possible, maybe we can end our training today earlier than we have been closing. So today we are looking at Unit 2 of Module 2. And Unit 2 of Module 2, we'll be looking at self-regulation. Yesterday, we looked at self-awareness as part of the components of emotional intelligence. So today, we're going to look at self-regulation as another component of emotional intelligence. Self-regulation, all right? So let's look at what self-regulation is all about. We are also going to consider the role of self-regulation in emotional intelligence. All right. So we said that self-regulation is a crucial component of emotional intelligence. and it refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions as well as effectively handle interpersonal relationships. Self-regulation is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions, your own emotion, as well as effectively handle interpersonal relationship. That is, you are not only understanding your own emotions, but how you use this emotion also to interact with others. How you use these emotions to build and maintain and sustain relationships with others is what we're talking about, is self-regulation. So self-regulation involves the ability to control and manage one's emotions, thoughts, and behaviors in different situations. Do you understand? So wherever you find yourself, you are able to regulate your emotions, you are able to manage them, you are able to manage your thoughts to fit any situation you find yourself. Do you understand? So any situation you find yourself, you manage your emotions to fit the situation where you are per time. As you are here in this class now, you manage your emotion to maintain, to continue to be in this class. Do you understand? You manage your emotion to continue to attend training until you finish the program, you get your certificate, and then you apply the knowledge you have acquired or you have gained in the course of the training. So self-regulation is very critical for you to be able to regulate your emotions. Now let's look at key points about self-regulation. What are the things that you consider when we are talking about self-regulation? First and foremost is self-awareness. You know, we talked about self-awareness yesterday. So the starting point of self-regulation is self-awareness. First and foremost, you must know who you are and what you are and what you can do and how you can do and to the extent you can go. Do you understand? That is what you're supposed to know. So knowing yourself first is the basis, all right, for effective regulation, self-regulation. Do you understand? So the first thing you need to do is know who you are. Know, self-aware. Just be aware of yourself first before you can think of regulating what you know. What you don't know, you cannot regulate it. You only regulate what you know. You can only control what you know. How can you control what you don't know? So being aware of who you are first gives you an opportunity to put control measures or like checkpoints to regulate your own self. That is what you have known. Do you understand? That's what it means. So after self-awareness is what? Emotional management. Self-regulation involves managing your emotions effectively. This includes being able to handle stress, control impulses like anger, you know, irritation, do you understand? Rage and all of those ones. And then remain calm in challenging situations. Individuals with strong self-regulations skills can adapt to changing circumstances without being overwhelmed by their emotions. So any situation and circumstance you find yourself, if you are an individual that is skillful in self-regulation, you can be able to maneuver any situation. You can be able to, withstand any form of pressure that comes your way. Do you understand? Because you are able to regulate and control your own emotion because you have taken time to study yourself and know yourself. So you know what you can do, you know what you cannot do, you know to what extent you can go and you cannot go. You understand? So you can manage your own emotion by using the skill of self-regulation to deal with certain situations that may confront you. So another key point that you are going to consider when you're talking about self-regulation is impulse control. Impulse control. One aspect of self-regulation is the ability to control impulses and delay gratification. Strong desires, temptations, anger, and all of that. How do you control those impulses? Do you understand? And how do you delay? Maybe there's maybe you have some money, you are just your mind is just telling you to spend the money, spend the money, spend the money. Then it's that time that you feel like you need to like call one of two friends, let's go and have you know let's say just sit out. Do you understand? Because you have some money. Do you understand? But if we are able to control those kind of desires, those kind of um, temptation, then you'll be able to delay gratification and then you can be able to have a saving. That's why some people earn money, but they earn and spend all that they earn. There's no control, no savings at all. They understand. Once money enters their hands, they make sure that it must finishes before the rest. If so far as that money is in their pocket, so far as that money is in their account, so far as that money is that's within their reach, until it finishes, they will not have rest. As soon as it's finished, they become so calm. Do you understand? That is it. So there are people like that. So what do you do? Control those impulses and then delay gratification. So if you delay certain gratification, you can be able to have savings. Do you understand? But so far as you cannot delay some certain gratification, any money that enters your hand, you spend it. Any money that enters your hand, you spend it. So at the end of the day, money is coming your way, but nothing is staying. But if you are able to, if so, you are somebody that you can regulate your emotions, all right, then it doesn't matter how much you are earning. Maybe you are earning like 50,000 in a month. So, so in this tenable economy, you know that uh 50,000 is not enough, right, for you to survive. Yet out of this 50,000, you make a commitment of saving at least 5,000. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, you have something saved, and that becomes part of your character. Do you understand? That's why we say emotions can drive you to take certain actions, but what keeps you going is your character. Do you understand? So it becomes part of you. Do you understand? And then you become persistent in doing certain things. And then so then people look at you and say you are a man or a person of character. Do you understand? Because you put in certain principles in place. But when there are no principles, you discover that principalities have authority over you. But in the face of principles, principalities bows. Do you understand? That's what it means. It's very simple. Some of you say, oh, the witches and wizards in my village don't want me to do anything. It's not that the witches and wizards in your village are too powerful to con. It's because you yourself don't have principles. You understand? So that's what I'm talking about. So, but self-regulation will help you to control some of those impulses. Do you understand? And delay gratification. You have money, you know that there's money that is meant for saving, so you push it for saving. This one meant for this, and then you are able to. So whatever comes, any form of pressure that comes, it doesn't matter the code from village that money is needed So far as you did not budget for it, you will tell them there's no money. Do you understand? There's no money, there's no money. But some of you, it's your saving that you go and carry and send to the village. I'm telling you, even without you, village people will still exist. The day you are not there, they will still continue to deal with their problems. So nobody should put you under pressure. Regulate your emotion, control any form of impulses. Those kind of pressures that may come on you that will make you to do certain things that may not be profitable for you, control them. So self-regulation will help you to do that. Then conflict resolution. People with strong self-regulation skills are better equipped to resolve conflict and disagreement in a constructive manner. That is, you have a misunderstanding, you have an issue you are trying to address, you address it constructively, not like, there are some people that when they are in conflict, it's as if they put boiled water on them. The day they will be ranting, vibrating, and shouting, you'll be wondering what is happening. It's as if they have a machine somewhere that's regulating them to be shouting like that. So, but if you are a person that regulate your emotions, you can be able to resolve conflict in a matured manner. That's when you handle issues, people say you are a mature person, that you have displayed maturity. It's not that you have displayed, what you have just able to achieve is that you have been able to regulate your emotions. So by regulating your emotion, it helps you to respond to a particular situation in a structured, matured, and constructive manner. Do you understand? That's what it means. So that's what distinguish experienced people who master their own self, master their emotions over those that have not mastered their emotions. They are ranting and shouting, and while someone else is composed, give answers after thoughts, and then able to respond in a constructive manner. Do you understand? That's what it means. Are we together? Are we together? So let me know that we are together and that you are listening to me and you are understanding what I'm saying. You can share to me what you have understood. You can see yesterday, if you can look at, if you are able to check some of comment, I commented on some of your responses. I also answer some of your questions. And for those of you that also shared, I think I try as much as possible to like as many shares to show you that we are taking cognizance of your own effort as well. You are taking cognizance of your attendance. Do you understand? So that's why I take time, even though I go back, I am tired, but I take time to go through what you said in the comment section. What you say you understood, I concord with you. When it's a question, I respond. When it's a share, I like to show you that attendance has been taken. That's why I like it, so that you know that someone view what you have shared. Do you understand? So I like it. Personally, I like it. So that you know that we are taking your attendance. So that's what it means. So continue to share, continue to comment. It's part of our effort to know who are deeply committed for this training. So it's not that somebody will just come and get the manual and go and read and write exams. No. You understand? And that is why we are going to be giving you manual on a weekly basis. Because some people, once you give them the full manual, they will just collect it and relax. So, and then there may be no space again for you to prepare for exams. Do you understand? So as soon as we are done with the training, the following day you are taking your exams. So that's what we're going to drop manual on a weekly basis. So if you are not joining the training, it means that you will not have time to go and read the working manual. That is what it means. So let's be committed to what we are doing. So adaptability. Self-regulation helps individuals adapt to different social situations and environments. It enables them to adjust their behavior and response based on the demands of the situation while staying true to their values and principles. Do you understand? You can, situation may put you under pressure, but you still maintain your ground. Do you understand? You still maintain your ground. As I'm here, sometimes people offer to give me money to support, as in just to appreciate me for doing my work. And sometimes I say no. I refuse to collect money. Do you understand? People on several occasions, people say, send me account, let me send you a token of appreciation or something. Do you understand? And I say no. Do you understand? So because me is not just about money. And apart from that, I was just only doing my job. So I don't need any form of appreciation for doing my job. Do you understand? Yes, I don't need such. But sometimes, you understand, you can take, sometimes you just say no. You understand? Nothing spoil. So anytime you offer me such and I say no, don't be offended. It's just part of my, I don't say, because sometimes you don't just go about collecting certain gifts. Certain gifts, you may collect them, may still implicate you. Do you understand? So you know which one to collect. Do you understand? So you need have to adapt using self-regulations. Know what is good, maintain your principles. It doesn't matter what changes are in place. Do you understand? Your principles and your values are still being respected. It doesn't matter the level of changes, it doesn't matter the level of adaptability. Do you understand? That's what it means. So, another aspect of self regulation that I want us to consider is resilience. Resilience, that self regulation is closely linked to resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, right? And persevere in the face of challenges. By regulating their emotions and responses, individuals can better cope with adversity and maintain a positive outlook. Do you understand? We say that in every setback is a setup for what a strong comeback. Isn't that what they say? For every setback is a setup for what? For a strong comeback. Do you understand? So that's what it means. So anytime there's any form of setup or setback, just understand that it's a setup for you to come back strongly, to come out of it strong and stronger. Do you understand? So don't just get yourself break down because of adversity. Anytime there is a setback, always look at it in a positive way. Say that I have been just set up for a strong what comeback. Because you bounce back very strong. Don't break down. Because some of us sometimes when we face challenges, we just break down. If you experience relationship breakup, that is, you have been engaged and then the engagement comes to an end, how do you feel? You go and kill yourself because someone break your heart? No, just say to yourself that it is an opportunity for you to be able to locate someone that is far better than the one that is living. Do you understand? So if you look at it that way, then you will not break down completely. It doesn't matter how you feel. I know that going out of a relationship is not easy, but at the same time, you never allow it to break you down. Understand that it's a set up for you to come back strong, have better relationship, and enjoy better experiences. Do you understand? It gives you opportunity to look where and then determine who comes into your life again. Do you understand? That's it means that you are not rushing into a relationship. It gives you an opportunity to look critically who is coming and ask several questions before you can welcome someone into your life again, so that you will not experience another heartbreak. Do you understand? It's if we begin to look at life in this dimension, you will not have any challenge. So that's what it means. So if you have suffered heartbreak before and then you refuse to eat, you refuse to even go out, you just lock yourself inside, you are crying, you cry, your eyes swell up, you refuse to do anything because somebody break your heart, then it's a sign of lack of self-regulation. Do you understand? Inability to regulate your emotions. That's why you are responding like that. It's a sign of inability to control your emotions. So you break you down completely. But such adversities, whether it's I'm just talking about okay, I'm talking about relationship, but let's talk about business. You're doing a business and then you have a business challenge that costs you millions of naira or millions of dollars. Do you understand? How do you feel? How do you respond to this kind of adversity? Do you understand? I know that you have lost money, but then were you not the one that created the money? So if you're the one that created it, then you will not die because you lose it. Do you understand? You thank God that God, first, I thank you because it's not my life that is lost. And because I am still alive and there's strength in me that you have given me, I will still make more money. Once you have this kind of positive thought and thinking towards what has been lost, then I tell you and I guarantee you that you will not suffer the loss much. Do you understand? You will not, it's not like when somebody say, so there are some people that because of business, you know, mishaps, they just lost their lives. They can't just take it because of how they look at the situation, how they view, how they have the perspective on that was lost. Do you understand? So controlling your emotion and regulating your emotion will help you to overcome adversity and come out of it stronger and then face your life. So that's why you must regulate your emotions. I hope I'm making sense. Relationship management. Effective self-regulation is essential for building and maintaining healthy relationship. It allows individuals to communicate openly, empathize with others, and resolve conflict constructively, leading to stronger and more meaningful connections. Do you understand? So that's what self-regulation helps you to do. Even when it comes to building a relationship, it helps you to build effective, productive relationships. Do you understand? So that you are not just being in a relationship, you are being in a relationship that is very, very impactful. That is, you are not just impacting someone, but someone also is impacting you based on what she is benefiting from you. Do you understand? So you are contributing to make your relationship meaningful. Do you understand how you control your emotions? Situation is so provoking, but you refuse to be provoked, or you put your provocation under control and are able to respond in a constructive manner that build trust and build, closer affiliation and affection. Do you understand? That's what it means. So let's look at some examples on how we can demonstrate self-regulation, okay, in relationship management and in resilience. All right. How do we demonstrate self-regulations in building strong relationship and also in dealing with adversity, maintaining resilience? Let's look at it. Relationship management. Example one. I'm giving you one example. Active listening. Active listening. All right. So in relationship management, one of the key skills required in building effective and productive relationship is your ability to listen. Okay, so listen actively. All right. So active listening in a romantic relationship, for instance, now I'm talking about romantic relationship. Active listening in a romantic relationship, one partner expresses feeling neglected and unheard. That is, a partner expresses the fact that she has been neglected and has been unheard. And then instead of becoming defensive and dismissive, that is, instead of another party, the other party trying to be defensive and dismiss, do you understand what the other person said? What do? The other party now practice what we call self-regulation by doing what? By actively listening, showing empathy, that is trying to put himself in the other person's shoe, or looking at other person's concern, considering the other person's perspective and viewpoint, and then validating their partner's feelings. Do you understand? By regulating their emotional responses and demonstrating understanding, they strengthen their connection and foster trust and intimacy in the relationship. That is, you try to empathize with someone who is complaining that he has not been helpful, or he has not he has been neglected, she has been neglected. So now the party that you are expected to respond, now respond with um some level of concern. Do you understand? Some level of interest in what the person is saying. First, you pay attention to listen to the person's complaint. First and foremost, you acknowledge the fact that what the person is saying is true, and then you try to empathize with the person, and then try to see how you can improve and make sure that the person is carried along and the person is being given adequate attention and listening ear. Do you understand? So by so doing, you have successfully used your emotional regulation skills to do what? To strengthen your relationship and make your relationship more intimate. Do you understand? By the way you responded. Makes sense, right? So let's look at conflict resolution as another way of building effective relationship. I'm using two examples to to explain how relationship management can be done by using self-regulation. So let's look at conflict resolution. In a team setting, two colleagues have differing opinions on a project approach, leading to tension and communication breakdown. Instead of resorting to blame or criticism, instead of resorting to blame or criticism, what do? Both colleagues practice self-regulation by approaching the conflict with empathy, open-mindedness, and a focus on finding common ground. By regulating their emotions and communication, they engage in constructive dialogue, resolving the conflict collaboratively, and maintain a positive working relationship. Do you understand? Now, instead of eh, you always, it's always you just want everybody in this office to hear you and respect your opinion, but you don't want to respect anybody's opinion. Instead of blaming and accusing and abusing, what do? You dialogue. All right, this is the situation on ground. How do we approach this issue? How, what and what do you think we should be able to, put in place to make sure that we solve this problem? Do you understand? Then this person share his or her point, you share your own point, another person share point. This is what we call brainstorming. You brainstorm. In the process of dialoguing, you brainstorm, bring different options, look at different things, and arrive at a common ground without necessarily abusing anybody, without necessarily insulting anybody. Do you understand? Without criticizing anybody. You are able to express yourself, you are able to respond in a constructive manner despite the challenge on ground. So this is how you use self-regulation in building effective relationships. So you are able to build an effectual working relationship and also an effective marital relationship. So use self-regulations to deal with situations like this. So let's look at how you can use self-regulations in building resilience. All right, in time of adversity, how do you respond? How do you react? Let's look at it. Example number one, facing rejection. How do you handle rejection? When there's rejection or when you have been rejected, either job denied or contracts being refused, rejected, abandoned, how do you feel? How do you respond to situations like this? So let's look at it. Let's look at it. Example number one, facing rejection. A job applicant receive a rejection after a series of interviews for their dream position. Re- Instead of succumbing to despair and self-doubt, they practice self-regulation by reframing the situation positively, seeking feedback for improvement, and maintaining a proactive job search. By regulating their emotions and mindset, they bounce back from the setback, learn from the experience, and continue pursuing their career goals with resilience and determination. Do you understand? So if you apply for a job and they reject giving you the job opportunity, sir, ma, it's not you they rejected. It's just the opportunity you are seeking for that was not available for you. So just maintain a positive outlook on the matter and move forward. Some people have stopped looking for jobs because for them, it's like the system is not just working. They have done all they could. Some even have applied, they have not even invited them for once for an interview. Do you understand? So instead of them to ask question, what am I doing that is not correct? And seek maybe some professional advice and and maybe give some professionals their CV to look into whether they meet the expectation or what the labor market or the job market want or not. They just come and then say that I'm tired of looking for a job. I can't look for a job again. No, because it's like job, there are no job, or maybe because I'm just unfortunate that I cannot get job. The witches and wizards in my village, they're on top of my head. That's why I cannot get a job. No, Don't think like that. You can think differently and ask certain questions. Why is that I'm not getting a job invite? I have submitted several CVs. Why am I not getting job invite? Is there something that I'm doing that is not correct? Is there a way I need to reorganize and restructure my CV that I have not done? Then you begin to meet one or two professionals to help you. You can even go to the very organization you have applied that they have rejected you, meet the HR of that department, and ask questions on how they expect someone's CV to look like. And then you can draft your CV to fit that particular position you are looking for. Do you understand when there is an opening? So if you take this kind of steps, then you appreciate what it is, because always understand that organization always look for the best. So if your CV does not communicate what is the expectation, then you will not get a job invite. So please, should you submit job application and you have not been invited for an interview or for an interaction, know that there is something that you are doing that is not correct. Some of you carry one CV and submit it to all job openings. Is that how it works? Every job, every specific job has specific requirements, job responsibilities, skill set, experiences, and all of that. So you should be able to edit your CV to fit each job you are applying for. Do you understand? So that's what it means. So, but in any situation, maybe you have done all you could do. Your CV has been standardized. You have, prepped yourself for interview and did your best, and you did not get the job. You still suffer rejection. Still maintain a positive outlook and continue to search until you find. All right? Keep on searching. That is what Bongos Iko say in his song. He say, keep on searching, keep on searching. I don't want to sing. All right? Keep searching until you find. So keep searching until you find. You experience heartbreak. Make your mind open for a new, qualified, polished young woman, young man to come in again. The one that can, meet your expectation beyond the former that left. So once you open up your mind and maintain a positive outlook, then you cannot break down. You can come out of the situation strong, better, and reinvigorated. So you have nothing to lose. I get my point now. So let's look at example number 2, overcoming adversity. A student faces personal challenges that impact their academic performance and well-being. Instead of giving up or isolating themselves, they practice self-regulation by seeking support from friends, family, or counselor, developing healthy coping strategies, and setting small achievable goals. By regulating their emotions and seeking help, they navigate the challenges, build resilience, and emerge stronger and more resilient from the experience. Do you understand? So you are not doing well in school, you're having challenges, shouldn't be a reason why you go and join courtesan. You want to pass the exam. Wrong. You're not doing you're not doing well in the exam does not mean you should go and befriend a lecturer simply because you want to pass your exam. No, wrong. There are certain things you can do. You can meet your lecturers, talk to them on a neutral ground to, put you through on certain things. And then you set yourself goals. how you approach your studies, how you attend to your CS, and all of that. And then before you know it, you'll be doing well in your studies. So this is how you use self-regulations to deal with situation, build the resilience, and build effective and productive relationship. Do you understand? So we are looking at strategies for managing and controlling emotions effectively. Strategies for managing and controlling emotions effectively. What are those strategies that you can deploy to manage and control your emotions effectively? One, recognize and acknowledge your emotions. First and foremost, identify and acknowledge your emotions, how you feel, how you respond, and what moves you, and to what directions. Do you understand? So once you are able to do this, you'll be able to, you know, build relationship and face adversity with a smile. You know, it doesn't matter how difficult the situation may look like, but you come out of it strong. Then another thing you need to do is practice mindfulness. Mindfulness. Yesterday we were talking about the issue of meditation, breathing, and grounding exercises. Do you understand? Can help you stay present and manage strong emotions. So it doesn't matter what is happening. Maintain a mindful attitude. Take a deep breath. Go on a focused meditation. Do you understand? So by the time you are out of it, certain things are off. And then you become better informed and well regulated. So let's look at identifying triggers. Another strategies you put in place is to identify the trigger, those things that trigger certain things to come to pass, certain emotions. Pay attention to what triggers your emotions. It could be a provocation, it could be, you know, rejection, it could be abuse. See your head. Do you understand? Then your emotion will be triggered. Who are you referring to? Are you talking to me? Am I your mate? Are you insulting me? Before you know it, you begin to respond and ask questions. Before you know it, you are just going out of control. Do you understand? But if someone say, look at your head, and then you look at it, or and then you ask the person, are you talking about my fine head? Do you understand? Before you know it, your emotion will be in check. Nothing triggers. Although what was meant to trigger your emotion to respond in a negative manner, you just make a joke out of it. That's why one of the keys that we say that you should use in conflict resolution, although I'm not teaching you conflict resolution, but maybe time will come that we were talking about, I will organize a training on peace and conflict management. Okay, so I'll be teaching you conflict resolution. One of the skills that we say that you should be deploying in terms in when dealing or resolving conflict is use of humor and jokes to deal with situation. It's not every situation that you will take things too serious. All right. Sometimes you just make jokes out of certain things. Laugh at issues, not laugh, laugh at issues, and then just move on. So look at the triggers and deal with them. What are those things that can trigger you to respond in a particular manner? So if you are joined, you have not share, you have not comment, if you have not likes, and then make sure that people are also seeing what we are doing here to be part of what we are doing. Develop emotional awareness. Understand the connection between your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. All right. Express your emotions, practice self-care. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally can help you better manage your emotions. Make time for activities you enjoy. Get enough sleep. Eat well and exercise regularly. Get enough sleep, Kuma. Like me, in fact, I left my house yesterday around 9. We went out to go and shoot a movie they are working on to promote peace. Do you understand? We are working on a short movie to promote peace, and then we went to shoot the film. From that scene where we were doing the film, from there we drove straight to the office to have our evening training yesterday. So from there, I was to have a all night program in church. I drove from this office straight to all night program. I didn't go home. All right. I spent the whole of my time in church throughout the night. From church by 4 a.m. I drove to filling station queue. They did not even start selling fuel on time. They start selling around 10 a.m. I bought my fuel around 11. From 11, I drove to mechanic. Do you understand? From mechanic, I finished from I got home around 1 p.m. I took my bed before I would say talk to children and do this one or two things. Already two. So I went to bed. I said, let me just relax a bit before I'll come to office for this training we are doing now. So 2, 3, 4, I was up already. Daniel was calling, let's go to office already for this training now. Drove back to the office and we are in the office now. Do you understand? So so if you look at it now, it's like the whole of this thing that I talked about now, I have just like 2 hours sleep only. So, but it's good that you have time to sleep if there is such, or if there is none. As much as possible, you can find what can be good for you to maintain a positive outlook and deal with situation. That's what it means. All right. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself and move on. So use relaxation techniques. Relaxation techniques like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or visualization can help you calm down when you are feeling overwhelmed. Do you understand? So these are some of the things. So relax, enjoy yourself. Develop problem solving skills, set boundaries, seek professional help. Where necessary, seek professional help, seek professional advice, receive counsel on certain things to help you to come out of your situation. So, lastly, for today, what are we going to consider? We're going to look at developing emotional resilience and coping mechanism for stress. Developing emotional resilience and coping mechanism for stress. So developing emotional resilience and coping mechanism for stress is essential for maintaining mental well-being in the face of life challenges. Emotional resilience refers to one's ability to adapt to stressful situations or crises, cope with adversity, and bounce back from setback. All right. So build. So one of those things or those mechanisms that you need to put in place is build a support system. Build what? A support system. Having a strong support system of friends, family, or a therapist can provide emotional support during difficult times. You know, there are times that you're having a difficult time. The only time you can, like me personally, sometimes when I'm having difficult times, the only person I would like to talk to is my wife. Do you understand? So I need to call my wife, I need to talk to her, and then By talking to her, sometimes I get relief from such situation. Do you understand? And maybe when I share my experience with her, and then she gives some kind of encouragement and advice, it helps to get me out of relief from the situation. Do you understand? So you can build such kind of support system. Some of you don't discuss your challenges with your wife, you just handle it on your own, you don't care. So it makes things so tense. Do you understand? Discuss, build support system. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, a wife, anybody can support you to get out of situation. Then we'll talk about practice mindful and meditation. So we have been talking about it. Develop positive self-talk. Develop positive self-talk. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself positively. Do you understand? Don't say to yourself that I'm useless. I cannot amount to anything in life. See me, my life is useless. I am wasted. I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what. And then you start crying. And then you break down. And then what do you achieve? Have you solved the problem? Is the problem now solved by you criticize yourself, you call yourself name, say to yourself how useless you are, break down and cry, and then problem solved? No. Talk positively to yourself. It doesn't matter the situation, it doesn't matter what is the issue. Do you understand? You are a man, maybe you lost your job, you cannot be able to take care of your family again, so much is on your head, and then you say you are just wondering, you're asking God, am I the only person? Why all of this me? No, so it's not like that. Give hope to your family, give hope to everyone around you and to yourself. Tell them that things are going to get better. This is just for a moment. It will come to pass. Do you understand? I know that I can find something reasonable to do. I have my skills. I know what I can do. Okay. So I'll do more to search for a job, and then I know God will help me. Do you understand? So I can find something to do. So I think I said, but don't go and be lamenting and be, you know, some people will not stop doing everything. They will be lamenting how bad the economy is, how useless Tinubu administration is, how useless is APC, how useless is Nigerian government, how useless nothing works in Nigeria, how refineries are not working, how fuel subsidy have been reduced. They will talk negative things until their lives become so negative, negatively influenced. They will watch news. Al Jazeera is showing them how Palestinians are being killed. You look at all those ones depressed. President Trump was shot at. You get depressed. You just move from talking negatively to yourself to watch negative news. How Boko Haram killed 40 people in Meduguri. You just, by the time you discover what is happening, everything about you seems to be negative. Do you understand? First and foremost, you have talked to yourself negatively. You now watch things that also validate the thinking that you have is. So what do? Talk to yourself. Positive self-talk. What am I saying? Positive self-talk. Cultivating a positive mindset and self-talk can help challenge negative thoughts and build resilience. Case study. Let me give a case study. A student facing exam anxiety represses self-criticism with affirmations like, I am prepared. It doesn't matter how prepared you are, whether you did not cover certain topic, just conclude in your mind that those topics, nothing is going to come there. That's how I used to zero my mind though. If I'm not able to cover anything, I would say a question is not going to come there. And even peradventure, if a question comes there, I know that I'm not going to attend to it, so I'll face what I have learned. You understand? So that is just it. And then you encourage yourself, motivate yourself, and go into exam hall motivated, and take your exams, and then come out in flying colors. That's what it means. So, but don't go and be lamenting. Hey, I'm not prepared. I have not covered this. I have not covered that. I don't know how I'm going to come out of this exam. I don't know whether I'll be able to pass this exam. You have concluded, you are a failure already, so you're going to fail. And even if you pass with E or D. Do you understand? Because you have concluded the matter by yourself. You have defeated yourself by your tongue, with your own tongue. You see? Because if you don't know, even the Holy Book says there's life and death in your tongue, right? So what you talk to yourself, if you talk negatively, that's why if you are angry, let me give you a key today. If you are angry with someone over a particular thing, whether it's a property or anything, don't rant and say that over my dead body. You are not going to have, for you to have this land over my dead body. Olga, you have just concluded and have passed judgment over yourself. You are a dead person. Do you understand? You are a dead person because that's what you have said to yourself, that over your dead body. So only if the other person that listens to you understand that you have just concluded that you are dead, and he takes it up, maybe in prayers, in any form, and say that, sir, God, this man has said he's a dead person, so let him die so that I can have what he's talking about that I cannot have. So no matter how you are angry, don't use words like over my dead body, sir. If you talk to me like that, I am telling you, you are a dead person. Because if I am to go on a fast for you to die, I'll go on a fast for you to die. I'll pray until you die. Because you have concluded yourself that you are over your dead body, so you die, I will have what you are saying I will not have. So don't talk like that. But that is how some of us talk. Because we are angry, we feel frustrated. No, don't talk like that. Maintain a positive talk. Some of the challenges some of you, yesterday, okay, the other day I was talking about the issue of even if you don't have money, but you are interested in politics, go and stand for election. Some of you were asking me a question, where will you see money? These are the kind of thoughts that we have. Don't you know our money is everywhere? Do you know the budget of Nigeria for just 1 year? The budget of Nigeria is about 25 trillion for 1 year. Where is the money going? And you say there's no money. You don't have money. Okay, there's money. It may not be in your hand. It may not be in your bank account. It may not be in your pocket, but there is money. So take a step and the money will come. Do you understand? It's how you think. I don't know whether I'm making sense. So this thing, most of the challenges we have in life, we concluded them by ourselves with our own tongue, with our own mouth. We open our mouth and set a limitation on how far we can go in life. I'm not preaching, no. I'm not preaching. I'm only telling you facts, raw facts. Once you open your mouth and set a limitation, set a barrier, and you say that I cannot become anything, I'm useless, just you have concluded your matter. No matter what you do, you take a step, you see frustration. You take a step, you see limitation. Because that is what your mentality, your picture in your mind is the limitation. So once you take step, you see the limitation. But once you put a positive mental picture in your mind, you take steps, you see, it's like doors open. It's like doors close, begin to open. Do you understand? That's why it means very as simple like that. That's how simple it is. So let's learn how to talk to ourselves positively. Talk to yourself. Say, for those of us, say that I am wonderfully, beautifully, potentially endowed well kitted to do exploit, to succeed in life and fulfill destiny. That is it. And then you go out and fulfill your destiny. That's as simple as that. All right. So let's go ahead and look at maintain a healthy lifestyle. Regular exercise, balanced nutrition, adequate sleep, and relaxation techniques can help incorporating daily exercise and manage stress and enhance emotional well-being. Case study: by incorporating daily exercise and healthy and eating habits, an individual improves their physical health, which is in turn positively impacts their mental resilience. Right? Set realistic goals. Yes. When we say that we are going to have 1 month training and we are going to do our lectures daily except Wednesday, sounds as if it's not going to be possible, right? No, it's possible. It's achievable. And we are on it. We are almost finishing 1 week and we are on it. And we say that we are going to be doing it monthly training. So it's possible because we have committed to do it. So set your goals and be committed to doing it and achieving it. Do you understand? Set realistic goals. Don't set goals that are so ambiguous that you cannot be able to achieve. Break your goals into achievable units. Do you understand? Tasks into achievable tasks, and then you can do it. So let's look at it. Set So that is the much we can cover for today. Sorry, we had our training for today when the network just went off. But like I have said, talk positively to yourself. By tomorrow, we are going to look at motivation. Okay, motivation. I'll look at some types of motivations and why we are being motivated and how we can cultivate motivation in emotional intelligence to achieve some of our set goals and desires. So thank you very much for taking time to be part of this training. Today we were able to look at self-regulation and how you can use your emotions, emotional intelligence in regulating your emotions to, be able to handle certain situations, build relationship, and also handle resilience. Do you understand? Very important. So thank you very much. We appreciate your time and your patience with us despite the network challenges. So let me just go through your comment section. If I can see any question, I will attend to. If there's none, then we can call it a day and we'll see you tomorrow. Yes, I'll sleep. I'm blessing. I will sleep. I will sleep as much as when I have the time to do so. Thank you. All right. So we'll see tomorrow by 7 p.m. And we'll be looking at motivation, just like we have said. Thank you and have a wonderful night rest. Good night. And do you look at this video?